feel like a fierce lion charged with adrenaline. And the project I have in hand is to make a video for my personal library on San Diego, California's second largest city. The next 3 days in San Diego were to be spent in days in hotel rooms, which we booked back in India itself, and we were all gung-ho about seeing Diego at its best.
On a hill far away.
World-renowned Balboa Park is home to 15 museums, various arts and international culture associations, as well as the San Diego Zoo, making it one of the nation's largest cultural and entertainment complexes. With so much to see at a single place, we certainly felt like a fish out of water. The antique pieces in the museum were scintillated by the presence of another antique piece. Me.
There she goes again, racing through my brain.
The soothing rays of the sun made us ponder on the beauty of the Balboa Museum, and the hugeness of the open-air auditorium made us feel like the political leaders. Only, unlike them, we had very few audience to clap on our speech. There was so much to buy and so much to see in San Diego shops. We were surrounded by beauty and creativity all around. We wondered what more remains to be seen. But it was only when we got on the tourist bus that we saw the real Diego, the moving one. As for the next 4 hours, we didn't get out of the bus. Located in downtown San Diego on West Harbor Drive and Pacific Highway is the Seaport Village. It's a 5-minute drive from the airport. The Broadwalk connects with the Convention Center, cruise ship terminals, Marriott Hotel and Marina, and the Manchester Grand Hyatt. The building, the bridges, the parks and the people, everything we saw from the bus window had a touch of freshness, and the beautiful climate made everything appear even more blissful. La Jolla is San Diego's sparkling jewel, a picture postcard Southern California village with several distinct and distinctive features along 7 miles of coast against a backdrop of rolling hills and Mount Soledad.
Sneha, we are at La Jolla Cove today, and look at the beach and the sea, the aquamarine blue color that you can see. It's so lovely. And look at the sky, crystal clear, and the birds that are flying there, the seagulls swooping down to pick up a few fish from the sea. And at the same time you can see the helicopters also doing their regular sorties and morning exercises. Few people relaxing here very nicely, and some of them are chatting and having their breakfast. Some of them are doing yoga, surprisingly, and people are enjoying themselves. And this is a place really to enjoy and spend a whole day and relax, unwind in this paradise. It's very beautiful.
The whimsical waves touching the rocks didn't stop people from dipping themselves into the cold water and living up their day. San Diego is like a dream, only you would want to wake up to see that dream come true. While LA will always be associated with movies and film stars, it's also a culturally vibrant city that boasts a range of interesting attractions, from prestigious art museums and galleries to fabulous theatre, both well-known productions and smaller fringe shows. You might meet some really interesting people here. For this place, we relied completely on the tour buses while sipping on some hot chocolate. We were given a 20-minute halt at the Fisherman's Village to do our warm-up exercises for the bigger excitements.
Though I'm wearing a t-shirt which says San Francisco, but I'm right here in LA and this is Fisherman's Village. We are going to explore more of LA.
The place at Marina Del Rey gave way to a nice peaceful strolling around, as this place is fun only if you look at it as a place to get out onto the water. It's all about the water, not the land. So we just let our ears enjoy the narration of the guide about the place and hopped on the bus once again for the trip ahead. On our way to our next halt, we took in the bus window view of the buildings and not to forget the chain tree.
Well, this is a market where the richest people buy their stuff, and I am standing right in front of a huge Christmas tree, as you can see. And we just wish we could stay longer because our bus driver is waiting and we have to go. We have to rush to the bus.
Thank
So
you.
See you later. Bye.
Rodeo Drive is one of the most celebrated and exclusive shopping streets in the world. You'll find Italian designer boutiques, the best in French fashion, and world-class jewelers. But unless you feel like maxing out your credit cards, you'll find little to do here other than walk down one side of the street and up the other.
Sinai Medical Center coming up on the right. It's one of the top 10 hospitals here in the United States. This hospital pioneers an organ transplants. It did the very first pig liver human organ transplant here. It's the hospital that Frank Sinatra passed away in. It's where Elizabeth Taylor underwent tumor surgery a while back.
The Chinese Theatre in Hollywood is the most famous movie theatre in the world. Millions of visitors flock here each year, most of them drawn by its legendary forecourt with its footprints of the stars. Yet the Chinese theatre is also a fine place to see a movie in its own right, a spectacular movie palace with a unique history, and some Batman lives.
Video or camera?
Okay.
Hello, where are you guys from? We are from India. Hello, India. Welcome to Hollywood, land of the stars.
You will swear me.
Universal Studios is a place to be. Universal Studios is the nearest theme park to the city of Los Angeles. You can easily get there via MTA Red Line subway trains. Once a studio tour, it has grown into a sizable theme park that will absorb an entire day. To me, the most exciting part that gave the real chill bumps was the House of Horror. Inside it was the loudest scream competition, which I guess every insider except the ghosts seemed to win.
System comes online, this nation and its allies will be protected by the ultimate guardian.
We were at the Terminator machine and we had lots of fun. We had literally we had a blast. Now we are going to ask two people how did they find the whole experience. Bala ma'am, how did you find the experience?
This show that we have seen was Terminator. We were really not knowing what to expect there. But once we went inside, it was connected or linked as a continuation of the Terminator 2 that was shown we saw. The effects were 3D effects. The visor was given to us and the 3D effects were so good. Everything was coming on to us and we really enjoyed the whole show. Thank you.
Okay, these were the glasses that we were given. Now we'll ask Praveen Bhaiya, आपको कैसा लगा सब experience?
Movie was so funny, and here we are using the 3D technology. We have seen this technology in India also in Chota Chetan, and this movie is I'm not performing the very well role. Okay.
Very good, very good.
Then it was Hollywood simplified. Not everything, but there were things we would now be able to enjoy much better after getting a sneak peek into the making of the horror films.
You will be. What we're going to do is we're going to take our Miss Kitty from Animal Actor Show. There she is in the side screens. We're projecting Miss Kitty into the window of the oversized dollhouse. The cat will look huge. Prudy looks 6 inches tall. When I say action, you're going to pull that cord, see the cat in the window, look at the audience and scream. Now the scream could save your life. Give me a practice scream. You're going to die. All right, watch the center screen, everybody. And action. Pull the cord. See the cat scream. Fight the paw, crew. Fight it. Fight it. Fight that paw. Watch the big screen, everybody. Higher up the paw. Higher up the paw. Evil kitty. Evil kitty. And cut. Give it up for him, everybody. Nice job.
The way the special effects are shot, they're very, very simple. And actually they look very complicated. So here we are as a special effects team.
USH is not only a theme park, it is also a working studio where movies and television shows are produced. The studio tour gives you a glimpse of some movie-making magic.
Well, you were on the set of the Tokyo Drift movie. Might go a little something like this.
Fire, go! Okay, we're clear for a full run through. All systems check. This one's for real, guys, so watch out. And action!
Say hello to Todd and Felipe, couple of our motion control stunt cars. Take a bow, fellas. And while you're here, why don't you shake off those other moves I taught you? And there they are, look out! Those dinosaurs look pretty upsetting. Looks like we're in the middle of a robbery. Got it out of height. But might need some rain. If you guys want rain, just yell it out. Come on, say rain. Rain! Louder. Rain! There you go. All right, now, Roker, what's the forecast?
Hi, everybody. Here's today's forecast for the Universal Backlot. It's going to be sunny and dry in 6 Points, Texas. Cool and hot in Europe. Expect snow and sleet on New York Street.
Prop guys, you might want to look out back there. That is a lot of water coming right at you, sir. Hands up.
So here I am in the world's most cosmopolitan city, San Francisco. I'm right in front of Grace Cathedral building, and it's a majestic and a very graceful building, and it's an oasis from the hustle and bustle of the city.
The stillness and the quiet we feel in spite of hearing the church bells is the beauty of Grace Cathedral. The largest Gothic structure in the West, the church is famous for its gilded bronze doors created by Lorenzo Ghiberti. Even the church exterior succeeds in touching the soul. Allow yourself to take a respite from seeing the sights and enjoy some minutes to yourself by walking the outdoor labyrinth in front of the cathedral. It will take less than 10 minutes to go in and out. जगह चाहे कितनी भी खूबसूरत हो, परदेश में रहकर पता चलता है कि हम अपने वतन को किस हद तक मिस कर सकते हैं।
छोड़ो कल की बातें, कल की बात पुरानी, नए दौर में लिखेंगे हम मिलकर नई कहानी। हम हिंदुस्तानी, हम हिंदुस्तानी, हम हिंदुस्तानी, हम हिंदुस्तानी।
The buildings around were covered with fog, and we could well imagine the condition of people living at the top floor. There was just a day more in SFO, and there was a lot to see. We were running out of time, so we chose to actually be on the run. The entrance of the Ocean's Beach was not even a glimpse of what was waiting for us next. The greenery everywhere, as far as the eye could see, made no indication of any ocean around, and we wondered where it is.
Hi, we are at the Ocean's Beach. हम लोग घूमते फिरते इस जगह पर आ गए, लेकिन हमने बिल्कुल नहीं सोचा था कि ये जगह इतनी ज़्यादा सुंदर होगी। यहाँ पे पेड़ ही पेड़ हैं और सब लोग यहाँ पे वॉक करने आए हैं, कुछ टूरिस्ट्स हैं वहाँ पर, एंड इट्स रियल फन। हमको बहुत अच्छा फ्रेश लग रहा है एकदम यहाँ पर। हम लोग यहाँ पर आ गए हैं, ओशंस बीच के एकदम पास में आ गए हैं, लेकिन यहाँ पर इतना ज़्यादा फॉग है कि हम लोगों को कुछ नहीं दिख रहा है।
But once we got the breathtaking view of the ocean, in spite of the fog, we just wanted to stay there and believe what our eyes were seeing. The tumultuous waters seemed too rough to handle, but we still braved our way further. Ocean's Beach जी भर कर देखा हमने, पर पेट भरना बाकी था, and we had some special friends to have lunch with us.
When the daylight's gone and you're on your own and you need a friend just to be around, I will comfort you, I will take your hand.